No, like they won't trust us ever, right?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to, but they're like, Kristen, you can't say anything. You can't say anything. You can't say anything. You can't say anything. And they sat with me then.
No, Rachel just hissed at everyone.
They sat with me then.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Hey, I thought it was me or you.
That's what I thought too.
I'm glad I voted Tony.
So what made you vote Tony? Oh God.
Yeah, I just want to withdraw and not talk to anybody. No, I mean I knew it. I felt it was me or you.
That's what you said.
And that's what, you know. Like I would want you to vote for me if it was me or you. It would have to be that way. Unless we had another scenario and we really didn't.
We didn't know one, but at least us three are never.
Did you know it was Tony?
No, I didn't.
No.
They told us it was you.
They told us it was you.
It made us feel like we didn't have any other option. And then
So you were voting
And
for me?
they just lied to us. It's like they don't. I don't know.
But
Why
now
are we listening to them?
Now I don't care anymore. It's like literally every single time that I try to work with one of them,
They're lying.
they fuck me over every single goddamn time.
No. Maybe it's
I'm
it's a sign
over
now.
it, too.
So after Tony was voted out, there was a lot of chaos because basically each tri-member of the other team voted for each other, and everybody was crying. I kind of thought it was funny that Keegan voted for Rachel and Rachel voted for Keegan, and that Taylor voted for Rachel too, and they were all upset with each other, but nobody else found it funny, and yeah, and nobody knew what to do because they're all like, where do I go from here?
What are you feeling like?
I tried to tell them that it was the wrong move to keep it a secret. And then they just babysat me so that I couldn't do it, because if I did, I was gonna make 3 enemies. And then now it's just like, there's a relationship that I know I need in the game that's like just not gonna work with me anymore because of it. So I just feel like I've been pigeonholed and I gotta find a way to like break it, because I don't know what to do anymore.
Who do you trust most in the game right now?
Nobody. I mean, I know people are gonna have my back, but it's not gonna be in a way that's very respectable. Why are 2 people filming me?
Quality TV.
No, it's like, yeah, it's just in a way that wasn't gonna be, it's rather ruin my game or not be respected, and that was the dilemma I had to face, so I took the don't be respected route, and now it's just, it's shitty, because I know exactly that that's what was gonna happen. But my tribe didn't trust, or my original tribe didn't trust my opinion, and that's what always ruins me, because I always know what's going on, and then when I try to tell people, it's almost like they don't take my opinion seriously, and then it blows up in my face, which means I just gotta like listen to myself sometimes. But if I had listened to myself in that scenario, then I would have had everybody mad at me. So yeah, it was a lose-lose-lose-lose-lose scenario.
But now Keegan's betrayed, and Keegan's the one to fight. And so that makes me think that he's gonna at least use it to benefit.
No, how's he betrayed? I'm betrayed.
No, I mean, like,
Because
he feels
you dead-faced knew that he was, that you were going to vote for me.
Yeah, I know, but he, like, at the same time, we were lied to as well. Like, this whole thing was a lie. Like, they had convinced me that Keegan was voting you out, and they had the majority on you. So it was either I voted with them and like tried to regain my balance in the game because they saw me as a loyal player and someone that voted with them, or voted against them and deliberately like threw me into people that shouldn't be trusted.
So then no one voted for me.
The only people that voted for you, the 2 votes that you got, were me and Keegan.
Because that's what they told me.
Yes, exactly. And it's okay. Because they had told me that this is how like they wanted to gain trust with us. They told me that they had Keegan, and that like if they had Keegan and they had 5, it wouldn't have mattered what my vote was.
Why didn't they just vote me out?
Because I'm pretty sure they think that you have an idol and that you were gonna use it. And then if you used the idol, then they were safe when Tony went home. That's exactly what they did. Like, I'm so done with them. Like, Kristen came up to me and she's like, they're pressuring me into voting a certain way. Like, they tell me to vote a certain way and I'm overwhelmed. And I'm like, I'm done with people trying to let other people push them into playing their own game. If you want to play your own game, stand your own ground and vote whoever the fuck you want to vote at.
Well, in the end, that's why I voted for Keegan. Because
you took a defensive mechanism that made sense, and that's why. I'm not mad at you at all.
It's not because anyone told me to do it.
No, it's because you wanted to.
If I'm going out, I'm going to vote for who I want to fucking vote for.
Exactly. And that's why I respect you as a player. I'm starting to really lose respect for some of these people in this game because they can't have a clear head and they can't make decisions for themselves.
I mean, it's working for them, isn't it?
It is working for them. But they're literally using her. The fact that she's emotional, they're using the fact that she cries over everything and she'll be pressured into vote.
She upset now because
they pressured her into a vote.
She lied to her.
Yeah, she lied to me.
And she was all upset because she thought I lied to her. And like, can we get over the lying thing? Like, you lied to me.
I did lie to you.
Let's move on.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
I still am willing to work with you because I understand why you voted for me.
Yeah.
You had no choice.
In order to further myself, I had to. And I didn't want to. But I had to be selfish in that moment because they told me you were for sure.
But I feel like you probably understand why.
I mean, I do and I don't because we were on board and like this was gonna be a vote and like now it just makes me upset because you guys have lied every single time.
He didn't lie last time.
Yeah, up until like the vote and like okay, like
I didn't.
Like I'm not mad at you,
Okay.
of course. I'm not mad at you. I'm just like confused that like we couldn't just all do this together. But like, you know, it's what it is. Now Tony's out, and
and I hope it showed like. I mean, we were just afraid, Rachel and I, and
everything I told you guys was true.
I know that now.
So now she has an advantage that she's gonna be able to play this round. She says.
What?
Yeah, did I not tell you?
No.
Oh yeah, that was the rest of them in there. Oh shit, yeah. So Rachel told me last round. I was like, so I know you have an advantage. Could it help us this round? Meaning, like, could it help the Batohan 4? I was like, would it help us? And she's like, not this round, but last round it could, and next round it could. So now she has an advantage.
Weird.
I know it is weird, and like I don't know how much I trust that, but it seemed genuine from her.
Yeah, I had no clue about that. But I mean, it's one of those things where like, if she did have an idol or an advantage, like it would have been whoever we did it before, which would have been, I don't know, I'm trying to eat, I guess. It would have been you.
Yeah.
Because that's who she is. Right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. We voted for each other, yeah.
But I guess all I can say is like we just want like to make sure like I know it's like these whole tribal lines things, but like you voted with her twice, like the same as her, and you voted the same with me once.
Well, now you guys know, like,
And
Taylor and I are real, right?
Yeah. You're real people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. And like, I know that I've like told you different names of what we voted. You're still here. So
I know.
like, why
I
would
still
I
have to
keep
do
you
that.
around if I, you know?
Yeah.
Or like, why would you keep me there? I think there's stuff happening.
I know. I'm just, of course, I'm like still happy that I'm here. It's just like, yeah, I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
terrible
That was
game.
just weird. I know it's a terrible game. That was just a weird vote.
It was really weird.
But I'm just gonna move forward.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think we should have been off. Because she has it's gonna be tough.
Is what?
At a good time, she has
We have to like focus on the next step.
I know, but it could tie. That's why it's a bad move because nothing will us ever again. And I knew we should have said something and I didn't listen.
That's not true. Actually, what just happened was we literally turned them all.
Yeah, but now they're gonna be like, oh, like they're it's like, who's the bigger enemy? Each other who have nobody, or this big bad faction that's like destroying their games? Because that's how they're gonna perceive it.
We didn't destroy their games. This is Survivor. We have to
I
last
know,
another
I know,
step.
that's true, but if they have an advantage, it's gonna tie. That's the only reason I'm panicking right now.
We'll find a way to not make that happen.
Because if they didn't have an advantage, I'd be like, boo-hoo, like we have a majority, but that might not be the case. And that's why I'm mad.
I think that Keegan wants to work with us still.
But he's gonna say whatever.
Okay, so I told Rachel the truth. I said, you're not going home. I said that.
Yeah, but I had to lie to Taylor and stuff.
I lied to her too.
I know.
I mean, but that's like, we knew that because what if Tony got an idol? Then one of us would have been going home.
That's, I mean, yeah, that's true, but it's like, I just didn't follow my gut. And depending on what the advantage is and depending on who they feel is the biggest demons in the game, which could be the faction of 4 that they perceive exists, like, it could get us into trouble.
It could, but I don't think it will.
But I think if we had told the truth, we definitely wouldn't be in trouble right now, like 100%, because they would trust us and they would still be against each other.
Remember when we were deciding on it and you said to me, I'll just tell Taylor we decided
I
last
know,
minute.
but like she's very fiery right now. I don't think she'd be receptive.
Well, I told her that when we left, like we
Yeah.
decided last minute. Did you tell her otherwise?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But
So
I haven't
think-
talked to her. I had to just like take a moment because
Yeah.
I would rather like cry it out now than let it like build up and
Right,
affect
right.
my decision making.
No, it makes
So-
sense.
I mean, I feel like, did they give you another name? They just gave you my name. Did they make you feel like I was voting for you, or that you were the other name?
I mean, that's how I felt. Like, I totally felt it was you and me.
I
you know?
felt that way too. I never would have thought Tony.
Yeah, I had no idea. It was like so out of the blue.
And like the Kristen thing, I was thinking, you know what? If that doesn't work and it's me, I want to vote. I want to vote how I want to vote. And I don't, like even on camera, I don't want to vote for you. You were the last person. But if it really was me and you, like they had us believing, because she literally told me before we walked out, she's like, have you had it? She said, remember you told me you felt it was you and someone else? And I said, yeah. She said, well,
I'm not going to stay here because I think we've had the same conversation. So
Okay.
I'm going to request.
she's like, well, we're not voting for you. And I was like, she fucking with me?
They were double fucking with us.
Like, is she fucking with me? Like, I'm not, like, I would vote for myself. Like, saying, she wouldn't say your name, but she knew that I felt it was me and you. So now they're telling me that the reason they told y'all that was because you were so quick to say, yeah, I'll vote for Rachel, that they thought that I had an idol, and that you wanted them to vote for me so I could play my idol and get one of them out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Because you were so quick to say, yeah, vote Rachel. Like, yeah, let's do that. Like,
I mean, it's not like I was like, yeah. It was more like they had told me, like, or like I like we said, I'd felt like it was me or you,
Yeah.
and like I figured they were just gonna tell you my name, and so I was like, okay, whatever. But like moving forward, like me, you, and Taylor need to run this thing. Like,
How do we do that?
Well,
Keegan, how?
Chris,
With this vote, you have to do it this vote.
I know, and I think Kristen could potentially be with us because Taylor was saying that Kristen was being told by those guys like, like you have to vote for Tony, like do not vote for Rachel, and like just kind of like dragging her, whipping her, telling her what to do and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like, I
But
think
that's her version.
What?
Her version of what she wants you to believe.
Yeah, but like
Because
that's the
also
only
thought that-
angle we have right now.
You also thought you and Stacy were being honest with each other too, right?
I know. That's what I thought.
Fuck.
But I think
We have to get in there. Because you know what's going to happen? It may end up coming down to you or him because you're the last two guys.
yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, we're the big.
I've not said one word about a girls' alliance except for this exact moment. And I don't believe in that at all.
Okay. Yeah, no, I totally could see it. Yeah. That's something that I have thought about
Like,
and
that
I'm
would
worried
be
about.
stupid, and I'm not going to do that. But what if? So then what do? How do we get him out if he has an idol in the fight?
We don't think he has an idol. Me and Taylor don't, at least. We just don't, like, what makes you think he has an idol?
Because you said.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did say it. I think that was his extra vote is what we figured it was. I don't know if I said that to you or not. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Well, you didn't. You were like, he ran off, and I saw him like.
Yeah.
Something up.
I think that was.
And then you said
yeah.
you approached him and asked him about it.
Yeah, and I asked if he had an idol, and he was like, and he said yeah, but I think he was lying to me. I now think he was lying to me, and that it was an extra vote.
So
I don't know.
there-
He confuses the shit out of me. They just keep lying and lying and lying to us, and it's like, I don't know, like.
Like I've known every vote except for that one, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, same. I mean, kinda. I mean, no, I didn't know they were voting you on merge night, the merge vote. I didn't know that.
But you
I was
didn't know
wrong.
Tony was being voted either.
No, I had no idea. Neither did Taylor. But honestly, I think our best bet is to get Kristen with us and to try and dupe those guys. And I think I can dupe those guys.
We have to. One of us three has to.
I know, we do.
And I hope to God that she understands this challenge that's coming so that she can get the advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. She's got the coin, right? Yeah.
They're like torn between the other two, but I'm going to find a way to split those three up and make it up to you. I promise.
Okay.
Because as you see, like, what my heart is broken.
Mhm.
If I applied again, like,
Yeah,
I
I
would be
know.
the shittiest
And that's what I was
person in the
saying.
universe. Like, I would be the Russell Hands of this island, and I don't want to be the Russell Hands of this island. I want to be the Kristen.
Yeah, and that's what I said to like production was that it's like if she like says something to me again and like I actually believe that she's gonna be honest because if she lied to me again, it's literally
and, like,
just like,
and when I say try, I really mean try. I can't make, but I will promise I will try. And like I will like campaign my ass off, and if it doesn't work, then I will get myself into trouble somehow.
okay, so
Like,
I think
what? Wait, what?
I was just gonna say that like if so it's one of them going home this round, like the one that's more open to working with you I would say would be Keegan.
Okay.
And I also say that just because Rachel's like competitive and she's probably
Okay.
gonna be better at the competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's like what we were leaning, but they still seemed undecided when they decided to split off. But okay. But and then after that, like, if I can like find a way to like make it up and split the like three up, I can, but I won't. I can't promise that they would split up, but I can promise I can try.
Okay. And if you like want to do that, make that move and vote with me and Keegan that round for final 6, we can figure something out.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would be open to that.
Okay.
Whether which
And I know I was like crying and irrational earlier, but I just had to let it out so that I
I
could
know.
be rational later.
Yeah,
And that's just my coping mechanism.
No, I know.
And
I know.
it's not like, I don't hope you don't think I'm like weak or wishy-washy or any of that, because that's not what I was trying to do.
No, I
It's
didn't
just,
think you were.
it's just I'm such like, it feels so connected to people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's hard.
It is hard. I know. I get the same way in games sometimes too, but like, and it's different honestly being on the other end of the stick, because normally like that is me, like, and that's what I have to deal with. So
Yeah.
it's just a different like.
I just don't want you to think that I've been like purposely like malicious or anything.
I don't think you're purposely doing it at all. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, it just seems like you're just trying to drag me. And
No, that might be because you feel like you're vulnerable, like that's what you feel. Because like I know I have to prove I have a mind of my own at some point, but I've just been too scared that it's always too early.
Yeah, okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. And if I have
Because
to
there's always
suffer one
because
more,
if you have to what?
suffer one more round, like, I mean, like, one more round isn't gonna change any, like, I'm still gonna be, like, just as upset as, like, now, but, like, I look forward and hope that you're actually willing to do something else safe. Because, and if, like, you're not, then, like, I just give up at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like I'm gonna try to like, because I haven't talked to any of the girls individually yet.
And I hope they're not telling you that, like, I'm trying to make you feel bad, because I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just, like, expressing how I feel in the moment because of, like, how I've been so willing to work with you and literally risked my whole game on the line, voted out my ally.
And trust me, aligning with you is like put my game in jeopardy too, because people are like, "Yo, you're close to Taylor. You're close to Taylor."
Right,
And I'm
but
just
I
like,
even
"Oh,
tried to
shit."
prove to your alliance that I'd vote out my own to work
So
with them.
have you tried talking to any of them?
No,
yet?
because they, like, Keegan's been talking to Stacy and they, like, wanted to talk to alone. So
well, I think you should like at least try to do that at first, so that that they don't think you're like close. or
No, I
anything.
know. I know.
So,
I just
and
haven't
that's just
had
me
a
trying to
chance
help
to.
you out.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't had a chance to, because Stacey was talking to Keegan and Rachel was talking to Lindsay or something.
Okay.
Or David.
And I haven't talked to many people individually just because I've been like having like really long other conversations. So
Yeah.
we should try to do that.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, welcome to your final 7 immunity challenge. Like I said, last challenge. If you have 100 Rockrain coins, you can purchase an advantage for this challenge.
I can do cartwheels.
In this challenge, everyone will be duct taped on the mouth. You guys will start out on your individual mat. You guys will have a bucket. Across from you, a short distance away, is a container. I will read out a sequence of items. So for example, domino, marble, coin. And then I will say, I want you to go and grab and bring back the item that I said second. And the item that I said second was? Marble.
Yeah, you can have this back.
An item from your mat to your container. The last person to correctly throw that item into their container is eliminated, and we'll continue. Lindsay, I'd like to meet you next time.
I don't want
Immunity is back up for grabs. All right, here is the first sequence. Rockrain coin, paintbrush, marble, pencil, colored letter. The item you must go grab and throw into your container is the item that was said second. Go! scores! Lindsay scores! Move on to the next round. Kristen scores. 4 remaining. Taylor scores. Between Rachel, Stacy, and David. Rachel scores. David scores. Stacy is eliminated from this challenge. Good job, Stacy. All right. Magnet, marble, pencil. You must go grab and throw into your container the item that was sent. Fork. Next round. Woo! David scores. He moves on to the next round. Lindsay scores. She moves on. Kristen's still looking. Rachel scores. Keegan scores. Kristen's already out. Let's check. Item that was set forth was marble. Rachel, you threw in a magnet. We're all eliminated from this challenge. Kristen, you're also eliminated from this challenge for being last. Battery, tape, Rockrain coin, domino, brown pipe cleaner, ball. You must go grab and throw into your container the item that was said. Fork. Lindsay scores. David scores. Between Taylor and Keegan. Taylor scores. Keegan is eliminated from this challenge. And you're all correct. All right, here is the next sequence. Colored letter, tiny letter, toy soldier, colored letter, marble. You must go grab and throw it into your container. The item that was said. Second. Lindsay scores. David scores. Taylor is eliminated from this challenge. Sequence is tiny letter, toy soldier, black pipe cleaner, battery, treasure chest. You must go grab and throw into your container the item that was said. Second. Back. Lindsay wins immunity! Woo!
I know.
All right, Lindsay.
I'm so brave.
Come up here. Congrats. Once again, you are safe at Tribal Council. Head back to the group. Alright, head back to camp.
Good job, Reggie.
For Mom. So,
I want to check in with you.
yeah.
I know we talked, but I mean, how are you feeling?
I'm just uncomfortable because it's, you know, it's 4-3. You guys could easily just like,
Yeah.
just pick us all off and
Yeah.
stuff, and like, you know, that might be what ends up happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that to be what ends up happening.
Yeah.
Like I want to move forward with you and stuff. And
Yeah. Same.
I think like now would be the time to like actually make a move. You know.
I think so too. And I mean, I know that you and Taylor and Rachel talked, and I don't know, because you mentioned to me she has the advantage. You actually kind of know what it is.
Yeah.
And if we could avoid it in some way that like we can both maneuver.
Mm-hmm. She
So-
still hasn't told me like anything else about that, but
Figure she would.
yeah, you know. Maybe now that the challenge is over, she'll tell me. Maybe she'll scramble more. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
All I can say is that I think right now is the time to get out of big player, and I want to do what you're comfortable with and what Taylor's comfortable with, because I feel like you guys have been through kind of the same things together, and I feel like have the same kind of emotions about like what has happened.
for sure.
So if we can come to some sort of
Consensus.
consensus. I know this sounds very similar, but no.
No, I know. No, but it's what we gotta do, right?
And I'm glad I'm talking to you first.
I'm more paranoid about people hearing me.
I hate when when people cry. I start crying because I don't want to cry anymore.
Right.
But that's what happens. Like anytime someone cries, I cry too.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a ENFP.
I think I'm an F too. That one I think I got.
But it's like I don't want to see it as a weakness anymore. I want to see it as something I can embrace.
Your emotional part?
Well, I'm not an emotional player, but like the fact that I'm emotional.
Oh, I know. Like just in life.
Yeah.
Totally embrace that.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
You know, I have a boss that like I have a tense meeting and I come back to the office and she's like, "Did you cry in your meeting?" And I'll be like, "Maybe a little."
Yeah.
She's like, "Okay." So yeah, just own it as part of you.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
You said you wanted to
I know. I know.
I thought you had something.
No, I don't have something. I don't have like something important to tell you. I just like hope everybody like no. Yeah. I just hope that like nobody else in the group like thinks that because I'm like this, I'm like.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay. I
Not
just wanted to make sure
No.
because, like I said, I try to emphasize an emotional person, not an emotional player.
No, you're totally fine.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I understand. I'm the same way. I'm a huge crier.
I know.
Huge. So, don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay. And
It's the same thing as when it was me and Keaton.
Yeah.
I don't want to vote for you, but I know it's me or you.
Mm-hmm. But if I'm playing this and tell you I'm playing it, because I'm telling you I don't want you to be playing, then
I'm going home.
yes.
Okay. I mean, so that's what it is. I mean, we're being
Then-
upfront about
We
it.
are being upfront. Like, yeah. I know.
I mean, you know, and I appreciate you being upfront about it.
I am, yeah. I don't know what else to do. Like, if you have an option, the final 7,
I don't have an
this is so
option.
stupid, you know?
If an extra vote would do nothing, I'm still going home.
Yes.
Like you said, you play your idol and you do that, and it's lost.
Right.
So,
And I don't want to ask you to vote for those two.
it's not going to matter.
What if I vote with you? It's a tie. I'm going to go to tiebreaker. I do have like a gut feeling they're coming for me, so I have to keep using scare tactics to make sure that they don't. So I keep threatening them with an idol, and hoping that they'll push their vote somewhere else. Keegan's trying to be like threatening too and say, if you don't vote with us this time, then you'll have to win every other challenge. I really want him to go, but it seems like my alliance really wants Rachel to go. Doesn't really benefit my game. They're also not really thinking, so everything I say to them, it's like not being thought through. Like, Rachel has an advantage. She told me if Keegan and Taylor are voting for me, then I go home. So it just doesn't make sense that they wouldn't try to vote Keegan out unless there's a side alliance there. But I'm hoping the scare tactic works, otherwise I'm going home tonight, so.
Keegan.
And I swear I'll vote for
Keegan.
Keegan.
And not be for me.
Yes, I swear that I would vote for Keegan. You have my word.
I mean, if this, you know.
But you have to let me talk to them, because otherwise this
Talk
isn't
to
gonna
your
work.
people.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously. They're not going to listen to me if I go there. Well,
No, I'm saying, like, I have to have time to talk to them.
Yeah.
Okay. I promise I'm doing this. So I will let you know, like, as soon as I talk to them. I don't want him here anymore. I want you here, so. Are you okay with that, though?
I mean, yeah. Let's talk it in.
Do you think, I mean, I'm willing to vote for Keegan. I guess that was the other option. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm okay. I would be in doubt too, because otherwise I'm going home. Yeah. You should just told me. Yeah. So, I guess the only thing is like, how do you, did she just tell you she had an extra vote? Or yeah, she just have to? No, she just told me. Okay. They're not, working with her. Okay. So, they're voting for me. Okay. And she is voting, she's gonna use that extra vote and vote for Keegan. Okay. And so if we do this, it saves me. Yeah. And then they don't have, majority. She doesn't want to work with them, so. Okay. I guess, is there any reason why we would still want to vote for, tell her we're gonna vote for Keegan and still.
She's desperate. She thinks that I have an idol.
Yeah.
She's so scared right now. She thinks that I'm an idol. She's going home.
Yeah.
So she's on her last straw.
Okay.
So if you're okay with that.
Yeah, no. I have to look at how I'm going to be perceived by the jury if I make it to the final tribal council, and who that jury would be. But I also have to make it there, and I think after winning 2 immunities, that paints a pretty big target on my back. And I think the only bigger target is David, who I'm aligned with, and I really like as a person. I mean, everybody here is great as a person. Yeah, it's kind of a conundrum of
many pieces coming together of getting a jury that would still vote for you, even though you voted them out.
Oh my god. No, what? No, I wasn't gonna go with them. They want to talk along. Oh, never mind. We were just basically like hashing it out because we never had the chance before the challenge.
Yeah.
So that was literally it. Because I didn't talk to her before the meeting challenge because I
Right.
just couldn't look her in the eye, and that's
Yeah.
all that it was.
Right.
So.
I don't have a good feeling about this one. For me, I just feel like my gut's telling me that it's me today.
I think I explained this during the last vote. I'm like, well, if we don't tell her and they have a seal vote, like, we're screwed because they voted each other, but, and I said this before the challenge, but they'll see us as the monster.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I think is going to happen. And when I was crying, it's because I was thinking all my worst fears, and now I'm thinking all of my worst fears are coming true.
I don't think that she has an advantage because I talked to her, like I was saying, and she said she doesn't. So it makes me think, why would you, like, I mean, it couldn't
Well,
be
where
nothing.
did it go? Unless she already played it, but like Gyra for some
You don't
reason
think it
doesn't
was
make
the
me
idol
know.
clue? Like that she got an idol?
She might have just gotten an idol. I thought she got that. I mean, she might have though.
Yeah.
So, you never know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're voting for Rachel, right?
Yeah. I thought it was like you guys were like Rachel or Keegan, but I was like, I just want
We
to.
didn't really come to a consensus, but
Yeah.
if you're good with Rachel, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
No?
No. Well, no. I'm like
Okay.
fine with it. I'm sorry. I'm just like.
Yeah, processing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm not, like I already like made my bed. Like why would I just like hop out of it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she doesn't want to talk to me, so.
Why not?
Taylor. I mean, we could try.
I mean,
But,
yeah, we can try, but I don't know. I don't think.
I actually don't even know if I want to, because, like, what am I going to tell her? You know, the same thing as last time.
I just don't think things are managed well, but it's
Yeah.
like my philosophy is you can never change the past. So I'm not going to change the past. I'm not going to dwell on the past anymore. We need to plan ahead. So
For sure.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Okay. So
I never
solid.
expected to be emotional, but I really think it's my PMS. I really genuinely.
It's an emotional game.
Well, because, like, I didn't really cry except over banana pudding last time. So it's like.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't cry over a game or anything.
Right.
So, but now I am. Like, what's the one difference? Like,
Yeah.
it was a couple months ago I played my last game.
Right.
Not a lot of life changes. Well, I did move to a new apartment, but that's, like,
Yeah.
irrelevant. But, yeah.
Okay, so we're solid. Okay. I'm going to go talk to Lindsay, actually.
Okay. My diary room is that no mess is impossible to get out of. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, hopefully. Yeah. I really believe that no mess is impossible to get out of, and it's when you believe that a mess is impossible to get out that it does become impossible to get out of, because then you don't use your brain to get out of it. So I'm going to try to use my brain. I'm going to try to get out of it, and I'm going to try to do well. But at this point, if people think I don't have a mind of my own, if they don't think, or if they think I'm weak, they can think that. It might help me get to the end, maybe. It might be hard to win, but I think I'm articulate enough if I get to the end. If they don't use their steel vote to vote me out, I think I'm articulate enough to plead my case the best I can. So, yeah. Okay. That's what I want to say. Were you videoing that? Okay. Do you hate me? Why are you looking at me at the camera? Is it my paint? I hate you, Trevor.
4 and we're 3. Why are we keeping being on the bottom? Like, this is stupid.
I say we just fucking force rocks.
We can.
Hell, you can't.
I mean, listen. If none of them flip,
And you can use your vote on the revote.
Yeah, exactly. If none of them flip, and
But it doesn't matter. There's 4, and if he uses his, there's 5, and we're only 3, and that
We
would only
don't-
be 4.
But if they vote,
Do you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's
Wait.
still 4-5.
Yeah. Because for 3, as long as they don't vote for you, then it's a 3-3 in the revote, and we go to rocks. But if they vote for you,
Do you think they're gonna
Can
vote
you-
for me this time?
you can only will the legacy advantage
Honestly,
to somebody once you're voted out, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would gladly give it up right now and let someone else make the decision.
Because, like, it would be more safe in my hands because I think they're less likely to vote for me, so that I would have a vote in the revote. But I would have the extra vote in the revote. But if they vote for her, she doesn't have an extra
oh
vote
yeah,
in the revote.
I mean,
At that point, it's fate.
yeah, I don't know. We don't know where their heads are at, right? Like, we
Yeah.
don't know who they're gonna vote for. It could be any of us.
Mhm.
I feel like they definitely would perceive that we feel the most, like, vulnerable right now, and that you're probably the safest. So if they were to do something like, if they suspected an idol or like an advantage or something to be played, that we wouldn't give it to you or something, or that like you wouldn't
Yeah,
use the other. So
exactly.
maybe they would, maybe like it could be used also, just because.
I think, yeah. And then in that case, Kristen would probably tell me. And then what do we
What
do?
if they're
Do we
saying
use the
it's
idol
you
that
this round?
If Kristen tells you that,
Because she's not going to tell me and lie to me anymore. Like, that's done with. She's lied to me enough that it's like now an emotional thing where she knows that she's being a shitty human being.
yeah,
So, like, if it's me, and she tells me it's me, she's not going to be lying to me.
What if it's you? Would you play your idol?
I mean,
You would have to.
We'd have no idea it's me though. Like I feel like neither of
Exactly.
them
It's
would
like a
say it.
50-50
The only
shot.
the only way we would know is if it's you, and if she was really upset. I think if it is you, then we just gotta like go to rock.
So go talk to her and see what you
I just did go talk to her, so I'm like,
The logic is that that the extra vote legacy advantage wouldn't have any use right now because it would be 4-4, and then if they vote Rachel, then it wouldn't matter on the revote. And but that's the thing; it's all a game about if they're voting for Rachel or not. And we're playing the idol anyways. So, if it is Rachel, then Rachel's safe, and she still has the legacy advantage that we can use at Final 5 for whoever makes it to the Final 5. I guess that's... I don't know, it's been a long day. I'm very tired, but I hope my thoughts kind of make sense.
All right. Well, Lindsay, you have immunity. Can you just describe that challenge to me? Was it hard for you? Easy for you?
The challenge for me, I mean, you gave an example in the beginning and everybody answered correctly except for me. So I thought I was going to do very poorly in it. I think what helped is like I just really shortened every item that you mentioned and made sure I made note of the ones that started the same like toy and which toy it was. And so I think that ultimate strategy helped me in the end. Plus, earlier this week we practiced Pine Cone Box, our new game, where we throw pine cones into a box. And ultimately I think that gave me a little bit of an edge.
All right, Stacy. So Tony left last tribal council, an original Batohan member, and original Ula Ula members have a majority right now. Is it clear cut? Is it just Ula Ula to the end?
nothing's ever clear cut. You know, I mean, there's options, there's doors, there's windows. You know, we're all checking everything out.
So, Kristen, after the immunity challenge, you guys got to camp. What did you say to the people, in order to make sure it wasn't you?
I don't know. I just try to be open and honest and give my truth, and if that's not good enough, then it's not good enough, because I couldn't think of anything else to say, so.
How about you, David? What did you say to everyone else on your tribe to make sure it wasn't you?
I've just been being loyal to the people that I've been loyal to. I told people who I'm voting for, so I made sure of that, and I feel like this vote is going to be huge right now, so.
The vote is going to be huge. Rachel, would you feel the same way?
I don't know what to believe at this point. You know, half their tribe quit talking to me, so, you know, that's special. So I don't know, I'm going with my gut.
Taylor.
I mean, sorry, I didn't answer your question. Yes, this vote is going to be big.
Taylor, is this vote big for you as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said last time, we were sitting 4-4, and I was like, oh my god, yay, it's gonna be open, and then it wasn't. And so now we're sitting here with 4-3, and this vote is huge. But I've told people who I'm voting for, I've been honest about that. And so I've told you that I'm voting for you. Yeah. I don't care. I think you're shady. You're going around saying that you can control votes and that you can switch votes.
I never said that. You're putting words in my mouth now.
That's okay.
He's not saying it, but he's doing it.
Actually,
Actions
you guys
speak louder than words.
I told you that I wouldn't vote for Stacy or Kristen, so you're just desperate. You're
no,
trying to do
that's
whatever
literally
you can
not
right
what
now.
I was referring to. But I'm voting for.
Right.
It's not that we're desperate. It's that like David is literally probably the best player in the game right now, and
like the obvious winner.
How?
So.
I mean, you are the one that is.
What have I done? I've been on the bottom the whole time. I haven't been a part of
anything. Team, and you're still alive, and then you're working your way back from the bottom. So I mean,
it's only taken to get to the final set, and
if you get to the finals, you're gonna win. So
I just think.
I mean, you can say that, but like. Do I have a resume? Have I won challenges? Have I been in the majority of votes? No. That's the truth. I haven't been in the majority of votes since the merge.
And how is that not good for your resume?
We haven't done anything in the game.
If I'm not in the majority of votes...
That's how it's not good for you.
If I'm not in the majority of votes after the merge, then I'm not
at the bottom. So, I mean, that's a good underdog story right there.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just not a respectable game. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Perception is different between everyone.
Keegan, is there something you want to say to David? In addition? I don't know.
I don't know. I think David and I are kind of similar in some ways. So I think we also, you know, it's kind of like people hear like opposites attract. It's like, you know, positive and positive sometimes just bounce, like they just bounce right off, you know.
All right. Is there anything anyone wants to say before we get to the vote? All right. It is time to vote. Rachel, you're up.
I don't even know what to say other than I hope that this freaking works. Because someone just probably blew up their game for me. So I hope this works.
I honestly just wanted to make it loud and clear that I was fucking voting for him, so.
So hard playing from the bottom, but from what I've been told and from what I've kind of gathered, I don't know, like, it's not me, and I'm hoping our plan works out. That's best case scenario, our plan works out. Worst case scenario, I don't know, I go home.
She might have an idol again, but at this point I have to stick with what I said I would do because he would give me absolutely no explanation, which is kind of sketch.
If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I want to talk. Rachel, did you vote how we were going to vote? Okay. Don't know if this is real. I don't think it is, but if it is.
The rules of Survivor states that if a player plays their hidden immunity idol, all votes cast against that player do not count, and the person with the second highest number of votes is voted out. This is not an immunity idol. I have no idea what this is.
It was on the table when we voted. Why'd you pick it up? Because it had a necklace to it. Oh my god.
So funny.
All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is...
Actually, I might have something here. It's my pocket. I'm sorry. Just in case.
This is, in fact, a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast against Rachel do not count. I will read the votes. First vote. Rachel does not count. Second vote. Rachel does not count. Third vote. Rachel does not count. Fourth vote.
Play girlfriend again.
Hell yeah.
Goodness.
Clutch.
Keegan. One vote Keegan. Fifth vote. Kristen. One vote Keegan, one vote Kristen. Sixth vote. David. One vote Keegan, one vote Kristen, one vote David. 10th person voted out of Survivor Rockrain Valley. And the third member of the jury is David. Living your torch.
Great game.
Loud and clear.
It's you.
Just so we're all aware. David.
I'm always confused. Nothing's new.
That's why y'all don't talk to me.
Alright. We're gonna head to our final 6 immunity challenge. Let's go to the challenge area.